Welcome back everybody to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle showcasing. The name is Niles and thank you once again for tuning in. In today's episode, we're actually going to be showing off the Rebirth AGL Goten. Now, I've been sitting on this card for quite some time, and since there's such an abundance of AGL orbs lately that I figured I might as well just start maxing out some units for you, because I know there's a vast majority of you who don't necessarily always summon on Dokkan Fest banners, and you very might well have some cards like this and have the question, should I max them out? And well, that's what I'm here for. So before we get into battle, as usual, let's go over what this card does. Now, his leader skill is, if I'm not mistaken, gotta go ahead and find it, wrote it down somewhere, there it is, AGL Key. Plus 2 HP in defense, 70%, so no attack increase, not going to really be using this for the leader skill. Super attack causes supreme damage to the enemy and raises attack for 3 turns, so that raises attack for 3 turns mechanic will equate to 50%. The passive skill is attack 90% up from the start of the turn, so no super attack will be necessary in order for you to get your off. Link set skill, you can find Golden Warrior, Kamehameha, Super Saiyan, the Innocence, Budding Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. And the category which you currently find this card in is the Hybrid Saiyans as well as Majin Buu. Now, I'm going to be running this on Majin Buu because finding an Ultimate Gohan friend is finding a needle in a haystack at this point. It's just not really apparent. So I have no idea what to do. I'm going to be running this on Majin Buu. There's going to be an adequate amount of support, and the 12 key multiplier is 135%. So keep in mind, the attack stat does raise by 50%. So all in all, the attack on this card as well as the HP and defense is pretty moderate. It's not the greatest, but I've done some prior testing and he actually puts out some pretty good numbers. So the support cards I'm going to be running on here is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, as well as the Tech Vegito. I'm also going to be sharing the Innocence with the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Saiyan Gotenks. So an adequate amount of support should rightfully be here. To be honest with you, the only link that I'm not really going to be sharing right now is the Budding Warrior. The Budding Warrior is shared between pretty much any LR Goten and Trunks, or excuse me, yeah, the LR Goten and Trunks, as well as the physical Goten, Tech Goten, any one of these, the Trunks, they're all there. I'm just not running it today. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we can do. Now we're gonna get a pretty good super attack off with Tech Vegito, and the only reason why I'm splitting this link up, even though we get a much higher link set, because we do have Super Fierce Battle right there, as well as Power Bestowed by God, is if you launch off a super attack within the first turn rotation with the Tech Vegito, you get an overall higher attack boost, despite the fact that he does have that support passive as well. So low key, please, Tech Vegito, he does actually hit pretty hard. Let's hope he doesn't land any crits or additionals, because that'd be a shame, right? Around 790,000 for the multiplier. Keep in mind, it's going to continually raise every time, and there you go. There's prime example of it. Beautiful. Landing 2 super attacks. So realistically, we only need 1 more turn for that full utilization of the boost. So hopefully we're at least able to get the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the Tech Vegito on the first turn rotation with this card, or at least within the same field, because I do suspect that that multiplier very well could be over 1 million. And if we do this on type advantage, this definitely could be almost near a one-shot if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead for the seal. Now I kind of want to have the Innocence, but I think we'll have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on the turn rotation with him. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll get the super attack off right here. Now the Gotenks in the first is a maxed out unit, so if he lands a crit, definitely do a life bar or so, which would be much appreciated. No, 292,000, not too bad. And we got Super Vegito. Now, if you are on Global, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Have you been able to pull this Super Vegito? I've been hearing some nightmare stories that a lot of people have just been throwing countless amount of stones on this banner, and unfortunately just no results. And if it makes you feel any better, you know, there's a lot of cards out there that are just not going to be pullable, so don't expect to pull everyone, and just know that these cards eventually do come back every now and then, so don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's not that necessary. So it looks like we're actually going to be having the Innocence, Super Saiyan, and Tech Vegito support passive. So let's go ahead and launch off that super attack off with Tech Vegito. We definitely want to make sure we do have that. Get the super attack off right here as well, so we'll have Super Saiyan. So that attack stat right now is looking around, wow, 354,000 and 59,000 defense. So that's pretty high. That's actually really high. And keep in mind, I'm going to be bringing on that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as well. Now, You could run this on Hybrid Saiyans, and you very well could run the Pan GT Panda as well. That kind of has the same mechanic as this Tech Vegeta. Oh, look at that, 1.1 million. Wow, for the multiplier, not bad. And 1.1 million worth of damage too. This is a 50 stamina boss, so that's more or less what I wanted to bring this on, because I know I do typically run this on demigod stages, because I know a lot of vast majority of you guys are somewhat still working, possibly, on like the Tech Cell. Why do I always say that? Tech Golden Frieza, STR Cell, maybe Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. You very well could be working on that. So I'm not going to use a health item right now. Obviously, we have a lot of health right now, around 416,000. Even though this is not my optimal team setup, we're still managing to go over 400,000 for the health points. So we'll work down Super Saiyan 4 Goku right now, at least. I don't think this is necessarily going to be a one turn. Hopefully none of these guys do show off, but if you are new here, definitely consider subscribing and smashing that like. And if you have any recommendations for any maxed out units, feel free to let me know in the comment section below, because currently all of my orbs are over 10,000. I've been stockpiling since the orbs were announced on JP, so that's more or less why I do have a lot of these orbs. Not to mention I do go on all the banners that are available that will give those orb rewards, kind of like what's going now on JP. So looks like we're gonna have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the Tech Vegito. So we'll do our best to get the attack off with Tech Vegito to get that support, and I do suspect that this multiplier is honestly going to be around 1.2 at this point. Let's see if we can go ahead and finalize this. Now we'll do this. We only need 4, so we'll do that. I'm gonna closely try to align that Dokkan attack as well. 266,000. Unfortunately, just not sharing the Innocence. That's a 10% link. But we also do have the support passive right here. So I'm going to say this is definitely going to be around like maybe 1.2 for the multiplier as of now. And thankfully, my Tech Vegito is about one more duplicate away from being maxed out. So he's able to do, around respectful 1 million. I forgot, you know, the Innocence does equate for a lot. So around 900,000, not too bad whatsoever. So we're going to now hop onto Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We're going to get the Dokkan attack inevitably with this card. I do promise you that. And then what we'll see, probably cut this battle just short. Now, I'm going to be doing some Extreme Z Awakening coverage on the new Kid Gohan. That should be out by tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. And what I'm going to be doing on Global is really trying to farm up as much as possible to definitely try to bring you a Rainbow Star unit for that Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Now, if you do have intentions on doing that, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Have you been farming the Potara medals, and have you actually been farming the Super Fierce Battle Road type cards? Because unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, you know, I kind of understand where they're going. You need Super Fierce Battle Link. So I might be doing a free-to-play guide on the top units that you could bring in. Because like I said, I do have a plethora of orbs lying around. And maybe if you are somewhat free-to-play, you might do some orb investment into some of those free-to-play cards, which is completely okay. Do not, I repeat, there is no frown upon doing that whatsoever. You do not have to summon on every single banner. I know that free stones are handed out quite often, but even still, guys, I just don't want you to feel that pressured if you have to go into Dokkan Fest banners. I get asked a lot of questions. Should I be summoning on this banner? Should I not? And it's really, if it's within your budget, keep it in mind. And within every 2 to 3 months, there's a new card that just hits bigger, badder, they're stronger. They do more capability, so keep it in mind. So we did have neutral type, we did have type disadvantage, and we were only able to get the super attack off 1 with that. So we got 2 more turns to go before we see that full utilization. I think, yeah, Vegito is just an absolute monster. I think he's actually one of the hardest TURs as of now on JP, thanks to his counters. So we're going to take off this Gohan because I want to bring him back on. I'm not going to get a super attack off right here because this Vegito, if I'm not mistaken, is maxed out. Yes, he is. So let's try to avoid that. But I can't deny I do want a Boo Boo Volleyball off. Woo! So that's what we'll do. Now this Gotenks is actually 1 duplicate away from being maxed out as well. I just don't really have any orb investment into him right now. I kind of prioritize some other units because, to be honest with you, This card has 180% attack up, and when you are running kind of like the new LR Gogeta lead, and you're already getting 170% up just from one lead, he's going to hit regardless really, really hard. So I felt like it was kind of unnecessary at the moment. Hopefully it just doesn't crit. It would be really appreciated, but he'll probably crit. Now, 495,000, beautiful, thank you so much. And then we'll rotate this Gohan back on with the Dokkan attack. All right, so we'll have, it's gonna be nice. Get the super attack off right here. Hopefully Tech Vegito low-key does not crit, because he does have the capability of doing that. And then I'm going to try to closely align that Dokkan attack, but I'm not going to absorb the orbs that are within my type right now, because I do suspect if I were to absorb those orbs, the Dokkan attack would be in the next round. Tech Vegito, stop! No! Oh, so close. I told you! Tech Vegito just low-key, really wanting to show off. He really wants to be a max-out unit, and wow. Landing a 1.5 million critical. So just goes to show you, for a mid-grade tier card, that's actually what I would rate this card at. I'd say he's definitely worth your time if you are free to play. That's just my personal opinion. So what I'm going to do just to make sure and verify that we are not coasting on right through here, because this definitely could be a one turn, especially with a maxed out Vegito, is I'm going to avoid all of the super attacks right now. And I'm going to closely align that Dokkan attack where it's on the 99% by absorbing that one physical orb. So what I'll probably do, if you guys want to actually see this, I might put a poll. Do you want to see me live stream the Easy A Awakening event of the Kid Gohan? Because that's actually what I might do. Now, I do have a flight. I am leaving my home state as of now. I'm going to be going down to Florida by tomorrow for a brief vacation business trip. And I will continue recording down there, but I kind of want to do this Easy Awakening thing too. So that's what I might do. My flight is around 4 a.m. I think this event actually comes around maybe 2 a.m. So maybe, just maybe, we'll go ahead and see. I might record on the go. Now, go Tanks. Oh, please. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, oof. Wow, it gets so tricky with all of these cards. They just really want to show off. Okay, so here's the most ideal situation that I could get. Now, unfortunately, look, I'm not going to be able to get that passive off with Tech Vegito, because if we do get a super attack off, it's not going to be the most idealistic. So what I'm going to do right now is, I believe, yeah, we'll do this. So we get the 3 orbs right here. It's going to be neutral type damage, so keep that in mind. At least we'll have Kamehameha. We'll have Tech Vegito on the field as well. So I do suspect that this attack is definitely going to be on neutral type damage, at least 1 million to 1.5 million, but I will pin the closest estimate as usual. So thanks as always for tuning in. Stick around for later content, and we're going to hit all of these, right? One, that was really lagging on my Elgato, but let's go ahead and see. This card was, I'd say, worth my time just because I am a collector. So if you are a collector, feel free to do so. If you are pay to play, probably not. But since I do YouTube videos, this is what I wanted to do. And not bad. 1 million worth of damage on neutral type damage. So honestly, not bad whatsoever. So guys, once again, my name is Niles. Stick around for later content as always, my friends. But until the next one, you stay safe. Peace out.